Hello, everybody, and welcome to the TrustSwap Launchpad Interview Series with Alpaca Network. My name is Brett, and I'll be your host. Today, I'm joined by Joaquim Miro, co-founder and CEO, and Vaughn DiMarco, co-founder and COO of Alpaca Network. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me on the call here. How are we doing today?
Doing great. How about you?
Awesome.
Doing very well. Excited. It's a nice day here today in the middle of winter, so I can't complain too much. As always, for everyone in the community, a quick reminder to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and like this video for more TrustSwap news, updates, and some exclusive content about our launch pads. Now that we got the housekeeping taken care of, fellas, why don't we dive right on into it? Well, guys, first off, I'd love to know a little bit about yourselves. And if you could you please give us an intro to the project as well?
Happy to start here. Nice to meet you. Joaquim here from Alpaca Network, and I am also a partner at GDA Capital. Over the past 7 years in the blockchain industry, I've launched and scaled multiple different projects as an advisor, as an investor, as pretty much wearing different hats across the space, and saw a lot of utility, saw an enormous amount of deal flow. And just so you guys get to know me a bit better, I've been doing that as a business nomad, went to 70 different countries while building these businesses in a remote first setting. And so over the past few months, I've been going deeper and deeper into the AI rabbit hole, because until then, I was 100% certain that blockchains was the most exponential and exciting technology. And then when I came across AI, I was like, wow, this is also huge. And then after that, you put them together between AI and Web3, or we'll say blockchains, and you get what I believe to be the real Web3, which is a front-end interface of AI with a back-end interface of blockchains. So that's exactly where we are standing with Alpaca Network, and I'm excited to jump in.
Yeah, and on my side, I got into crypto back in 2012. I think Bitcoin was around $500. I basically had enough money to buy one Bitcoin, and I held it. And I paid very close attention, obviously, and hodled my way to today. But I spent most of my time in the AI world, so that's what I've been doing for the last decade. Started out as a machine learning consultant. I ran my own company, did that for about 5 years, sold the business, and then got more involved on the AI investing side. And I was advising a few companies, and I came across a really interesting method of funding that I felt like was going to really change the game for AI developers and AI builders. And then I flagged it to Joaquim, and then Alpaca Network got going.
Amazing. Well, first of all, you got in at a $500 Bitcoin. I think that's what everybody watching this right now is. That's the first thing that they notice. That's impressive. It means you've been in the space for a long time.
Yeah, I had to buy from local Bitcoins. I had to wire some random guy, and I think he was actually in Vancouver, where you are. I had to send him $500 through TD, and hope that the Bitcoin showed up on my end.
Wow, that is beyond impressive. There's a lot of trust in that trustless system. Well, on that note, fellas, can you tell me? So now we know a little bit about yourselves. Can you tell me a little bit more about the project itself?
Yeah, 100%. So over the summer, when in one of the private groups that I run, someone, which that someone was actually Vaughn, shared something related to IMOs, or initial model offerings, and I that was my first foray into the intersection of AI and Web3. And essentially, initial model offerings are a way to automate revenue at the smart contract level, so that whenever there's any money that comes into an AI model, it's immediately distributed to those who hold the token. And so that got me like really, really deep into that rabbit hole. And then when we started looking more and more into everything that was happening, we realized that AI agents was where it was at, and that like there was going to be a huge run for that. And so that's what we're seeing right now. We're seeing like a massive exponential increase in AI agents, where I believe that every single person is going to have one or many of those. And we realized that it would be really important for there to be a marketplace that allows for those agents to be able to communicate with each other, and for people to find specific agents that can do certain things for them, and to stack those agents together. And so that was essentially the next iteration that came to be the entire Alpaca Network, which is a decentralized AI research lab focused on building an AI coordination layer across Web3. So in simple terms, what we're working on are specialized agents that are going to be able to work like project managers and that are going to allow for people to go and sift through our entire marketplace, find all the best AI agents that are out there, and start interacting and stacking them together. So that's where we're at with the iteration, and we're excited to show you different parts of those technologies that are right now at MVP stage.
So AI agents are a super hot narrative at the moment. I'm seeing them everywhere on X. I'm seeing everybody starting to talk about it. I'm seeing a giant shift. I actually have a friend who works in the AI sector, and AI agents are something he's been talking about a lot, even without the blockchain side of things. Where does this fit exactly into the model?
Yeah, for sure. So totally. So basically, what we're building is the decentralized infrastructure for AI agents. Right now, if you were to try and find an AI agent, they're really all the conversations are happening in back rooms, or maybe there's a tweet that goes viral, but by that point you've basically missed it, and Peanuts gone 100x or whatever it is, who knows, or Goat or whatever the next AI agent is that launches a token. So the there's no home, there's no place, there's no hub where you can go to find agents. So that's what we're building at the core, this marketplace of agents. And then, like Joe mentioned, we're also building this AI project manager that's going to allow you to access and to find and to put those agents to work in the optimal way to actually automate jobs and tasks that you want to have done. And then if the agents can't do the job, which right now AI is moving really fast, but there's still a lot of things that AI can't do, that work actually gets delegated to a network of humans that are in the loop and that are doing that work. And there's a feedback mechanism that basically gets created. So the agents can do more over time. So the way that all fits together is we've structured ourselves like a lab. We're building this AI agent marketplace. We have the AI project manager that you can interact with, that you can put to work, and we're bringing more and more agents on board. We're basically connecting with all the different repositories and all the different agents. We want to basically be the home of AI agents on the web.
It's a brilliant forward-thinking idea. It's something that I've never even remotely thought about. But just hearing you explain it is just, it makes so much sense. This is how, like, as I'm thinking, as you guys are talking, as somebody who's not as versed in AI and agents as you guys are, how do I even get into this? How do I even think about this? And it really, in designing those interfaces to bring people like me on board, that's where the real gold is, in my opinion. That's a very intelligent and forward-thinking idea.
Yeah,
Thank you.
listen, I appreciate it. I mean, we've been thinking about it and working on it for the past few months. Um, and we've like I've been in the AI space for a decade now, and when I came across the IMO model, I thought it was like groundbreaking and revolutionary, because there's basically three things that you need when you are building an agent, or if you're an AI researcher. You need compute to train your agent and for inference. You need customers to actually use your model and to put it to work and do stuff with it, interact with it, and you need capital. And we're bringing basically those three things to the market through the IMO, and where anybody can participate and actually have a vested interest in the success of that agent, and then benefit from its long-term growth.
So this IMO thing, I've been seeing a lot about this. I've heard a lot about this. I've obviously read a decent amount about it when we were reviewing your project. I don't know a heap about it still. There's a little bit that I don't understand. Can you tell us a bit more about how it works, the IMO model?
Yeah, 100%. So the first iteration of the IO model was actually created by Aura Protocol that raised like around $20 million around the concept in the beginning of the summer of 2024. And there's new ERC standards that were essentially implemented called ERC 7 ERC 7641 standard, as well as ERC 7007 The first standard essentially allows for automated revenue share, and the second standard allows for a proof of verifiability. And so together, those allow for you to ensure that whenever a model works, whether it's for you or for whoever, and generates revenue. So let's say that's subscription or trading fees or whatever it is, depending on what that agent's doing. Well, then you're able to essentially help like crowdfund that model and ensure that everyone that's within your network will then share a portion of the of that top line revenue. So I think that it's a super neat and novel way of crowdfunding that didn't exist before, that just adds another level of utility and value to the entire blockchain ecosystem. With that said, I mean, what we're seeing now is this boom in AI agents, and like a lot of those AI agents right now don't necessarily have direct utility or direct value. They're just essentially like, you know, talking to each other or whatever, and then like some are starting to invest in specific projects or launch their own tokens or whatever. But I think like what we're starting to see is also a slight shift in narrative where we're going to start looking at utility and how is it that we can get AI agents that actually bring utility, and how do we start having them actually interact together to bring value, whether it's to the people that are within that network or within a certain industry. And so with that said, that's where I think that we really come in with the entire hub, where the IMOs are going to be able to, the IMOs that we launch alongside Paca Launch, which is going to be the entity that really focuses on launches, co-launching essentially with other top launch pads like TrustSwap and everyone else. The idea is going to be to find really, really high quality agents or high quality models. And we already have about 70 that have applied. And then they're going to launch their first IMOs starting next quarter on the Paca Launch platform. Those will then go into the marketplace. And then we're going to be able to source demand for those, since we need the customers out of one of those three C's, through the entire Task Paca concept, which we can also jump into maybe later.
For sure. Well, yeah, this ecosystem sounds pretty comprehensive. I'm not going to lie. How far along are we in the development of this product? Is there any chance we could maybe take a little sneak peek or a look at it?
Yeah, 100%. Here, I'm going to share my screen real quick. So first and foremost, I'm going to share the marketplace. So this was really the first product that we decided to build, and right now this is in MVP stage. It's gonna go live shortly after launch. And right now we have about well over 10,000 specific AIs, and so you can see all the different AI agents or AI models, and they can do different things. So let's say, I don't know, what's something, Brett, that you would like an AI to do for you?
Well, I'm a marketing guy, so right out of the gate, I want this thing to be able to, I don't know, run my social media, maybe do some copywriting.
Right. So I just wrote
like
content.
that.
Here's 85 pages of different content, or you said copywriting. So I mean, social media. Great. Let's look at social media. Here's 18 different pages of AIs related to that. So then what we'll do as the next iteration of it is really like rank them. And we'll have the community able to also rank them and feature them and what have you. Right now, we still have filters, and we'll also have the ones that are in Web 2 versus Web 3, as right now there's a bit of everything, and then people can add their own projects. So that's essentially going to be the first iteration of the marketplace, and then from there, we'll build out a lot of those iterations that we're talking about.
Wow. I love the design. I love how it's looking. For an MVP, it looks quite polished, in my opinion. I've seen a lot of MVPs in my time.
Thank you. We're working hard.
Things are looking good. It looks like the team is working hard. Moving along a little bit. Thank you for the demo, by the way. Very cool. I didn't expect that we were going to get a little demo today, and I'm always excited when we do. I know the community really likes it as well.
Can I show you guys an even cooler demo?
Oh, now we're talking. Let's
yeah,
see
we've got a lot more.
Yeah, we're not going to share all the treasures immediately, but there's a lot coming. So here's a cool little.
Bring it on in.
So this right here is actually just a screenshot, but I think it's worth sharing. So this is going to launch similarly, like pretty much a few days right before launch is where we're at right now. But that's going to essentially be like the app of the entire Alpaca network. So you're going to come in and you're going to be able to essentially chat similar to when you're going on Google, when you're going on ChatGPT. you'll be able to chat directly with Paca, ask questions, and then after that, go to the different applications that are already on the within the ecosystem. And then from there, it'll allow you to go deeper and deeper into the website and to find different things. But you'll be able to use the Paca interface as the main way of, for example, asking for a specific task or asking for a specific agent, or asking what Alpaca Network is also able to do with you. So wanted to share that because it's going to be quite fun.
Very cool. Very exciting. So there's this thriving ecosystem. I can see it. I also like how everything is a Paca something. I love that. Keeping the brand nice and consistent. One thing our community cares about, one thing a lot of Web3 community members care about, token utility, seeing what's going to happen with the token. How is it going to be adopted by people, right? So what's going to drive adoption of the token? What incentivizes people to actually buy this thing and use it?
So what we've seen in this run and in general over the evolution of the entire Web3 industry is that community is everything. And I find that since we're building out an entire network or hub, the community is going to create its own flywheel, and the token is going to be a large part of that on the utility side. Some of the utility that we're bringing to the table across the entire network is the following. So first and foremost, you'll be able to stake the tokens, generate APY on new stake tokens. Secondly, by staking, you're going to get access to better deals on the Paca Launch platform, and you're going to need to at least own some tokens in order to be able to participate in the IMOs that are built out by that Paca Launch platform. Then there's also going to be gated access for the marketplace. In the beginning, it won't be gated, but then we'll gate it over time as it becomes better and better. And there'll be also discounts that are available for anyone who's holding the tokens. So what I find interesting is that the more ecosystem components come into the entire Alpaca network, the more that utility continues to build on itself. And that's why we are deciding to come to market together with the entire community and build it up together.
All right, guys. Well, this is the section where we at TrustSwap like to ask you guys for a little bit of alpha for the community, something that you haven't really told everybody yet. For all the people that stayed and watched this deep into the interview series, is there any alpha you can let the team know about over at TrustSwap? I guess our community, not so much the team. We know most. But anything you can let the community know about that they might not know yet, and that might get them a little bit excited?
100%. And thanks for those that are still listening. We're excited to have you on board. So first alpha that I would share. So we've kept this entire project super stealth until now. Socials went live, we'll say 3 weeks ago. Same with Telegram and everything. So we're really about to hit exponentiality on a lot of things, knock on wood, but that's what we've created the whole plan around. And so the first alpha that I want to share is that we'll start announcing a lot of the advisors that have been working with us in stealth mode. And one of those advisors is Marcelo Mari. Marcelo is one of the ex-founders of SingularityNet and co-founders of Singularity DAO, the largest AI-focused launchpad to date. And so he's been helping out a fair amount and getting a few people within his OG networks involved. And there's a few other very legit associations and presidents of quite large networks that are coming in. So I'll say that's a good first little piece of alpha. And we're going to start releasing those days before launch, most likely after the launchpad sales are over. The reason being that we really want to build that up into the launch, and then post launch is going to be pretty much every single day announcements of the MVPs of the platforms, everything. So I'll leave it with you with that, and this is an exciting time to be involved, and we're excited to be working with you guys.
Yeah, and one more thing to add, we got some more alpha.
More
like
alpha.
Joe mentioned,
You
yeah,
get some alpha.
exactly.
You get some alpha.
We have this incredible advisor network, like Marcelo, who's on the team and who's joined as an advisor. But we've assembled a brain trust, a really solid group of people and lab mentors that we are going to be announcing in the new year in Q1 as part of our Alpaca Lab program. So think of it like an AI agent startup program where there's grants that we'll be giving out for compute, and we'll be connecting them with this advisor network, helping them with the key things that they need, both on the technical side from a building point of view, as well as on the go-to-market and user side of things and product side of things. So that's a program that we'll be announcing in Q1. And then if you're interested in applying for that, or if you know anyone who's building some next gen agents, have them definitely reach out to us or connect with us through our socials or through our website.
Speaking of connecting with you guys, community, what's the number one way we can participate and what's the number one way we can work with this team? Get at them on socials. I'm sure that both of the gentlemen here on the call today would love to hear from you on their social channels. You can comment, you can join their Telegram channels, all those social media channels that we just discussed. For everybody's reference, all links or anything we talk about will actually be in the description of this video down below. So you'll be able to find the social media channels for Alpaca. Make sure to head over there. Make sure to question these guys. I'm sure they want to hear it because they know their stuff. We were chatting a little bit before the call. Super exciting. On the note of how to get started, how to participate, how to join, this is where I'm going to take over, guys. If you want a piece of this action, because I am excited already from everything that these two have been talking about, the number one way to participate, like I said, social media. But number two, the TrustSwap Launchpad. We're going to be launching Alpaca Network, and we are very excited about this one. We could not turn this project down. We love it. So to participate, we will have links down below. We got a video on how to participate in the TrustSwap Launchpad if you don't know how, because the TrustSwap Launchpad gives you a guaranteed allocation, something not a lot of launchpads do out there. So we're excited to continue to do that even into this market right now, which is heating up a little bit, guys. We're very excited to offer that to everybody. Check in the description down below for all social media, the blog post, which is going to be very critical. That's where you're going to find all the information on the project and what you need to do to participate. And third, the video on how to participate in the Launchpad. That'll be coming up soon. All the info will be down below with the exact launch dates and the exact launch times. As we said, make sure to check out the description. Gentlemen, I know you're both very busy. I know being founders, COOs, CEOs is a bit taxing. So I don't want to take up your entire day. I wanted to thank you for joining us today. This was such an awesome conversation. It was so great to get a chance to chat with you two. And I was wondering, do you have any final words for the community? Anything you want to share with the TrustSwap squad before we sign off for the day?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, listen, we're really excited about what's going on right now in the AI agent marketplace and in the AI agent landscape. We're building something that we believe really fills an important gap in the ecosystem around the infrastructure that you need to run these AI agents. I mean, I think this is a hugely important project that we're building, and that the whole community is really galvanizing around. So yeah, if you wanna be a part of that, definitely get involved with Alpaca Network.
And yeah, guys, it's a great pleasure to have you on board. I mean, we're excited to be working with the TrustSwap squad and getting for you guys to be part of the entire journey. We decided to, unlike a lot of other networks, to really create the closest thing to a fair launch possible that would allow for everyone to be a part of the ecosystem, and to build together and be a part of the community and grow together. So really, really excited to have you guys on board. Thanks for listening. And if you have any questions, we're going to be doing AMAs on a regular basis. You can also reach out directly via our Telegram or via the socials. And yeah, we're just a message away. So onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards. Make sure to head on over to those social channels and ask these guys some questions. Most importantly, as always, for everyone who's made it this far, I want to thank you for watching the TrustSwap Interview Series. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave some comments down below. We can answer those. If we can't get you the answer for those, we'll get right on over to the Alpaca team to help out. For those interested in getting involved, make sure to check the description down below with all links, and make sure to join the Alpaca Network Telegram channel. probably the best way to get a hold of these two right here. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And to you two, thank you so much for joining us today. I had a wonderful conversation, and I'm really looking forward to the upcoming launch. From us at TrustSwap, everybody take care, and wishing you the best.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Paca out.
Walk out.
Paca out.